Hi everyone. Uh, let's wait for 2-3 minutes. Let other people join, and we'll start in. Uh, let's start at 8:04, 8:03. Okay. If any of your friends want to join this session, if you feel that this session might be helpful for any of your friends, please let them know. This session is about other ways of admissions into good colleges. I mean, even if your gate did not go very good, there are still ways through which you can manage to get into some good colleges. So, in this session, I'll be talking about that. Okay, let's wait till 8:03 at least, and then we'll start. Okay, hi everyone. Sorry I got disconnected. I'll just share my screen and we'll get started. So, hello. Can someone please confirm that if my screen is visible or not? Let me know in the text or something. Okay. Okay, cool,
Yes,
great. Yeah, great, great. Okay. So let's get started. Hi everyone. I'll just give a brief introduction. I'm Yash, and my gate score was 731, and I'm doing my master's from IIT Bombay. Uh, I joined via MTech RAP, and that is the reason. You know what? I mean, I believe that it would not have been possible for me to get into IIT Bombay, and actually, I almost gave up hope that I'll get into like any good IIT at this course. So I was full-fledged preparing for PGEE, which is a good college, obviously. So, but the thing is, I did not had any idea about such courses exist, uh, and actually, what I feel is there is no proper guidance available on the internet, or like there are not many people you can talk to regarding these things. So I thought a session on this will be helpful. So, for me, I mean, okay, I like to divide people into brackets on gate score. So if you have a 750 plus gate score, but you want to do research, I mean, I'm just trying to tell what are the people for which this might be helpful. So if you have a 750 plus gate score, but you want to either do research or I mean, it's a hobby for you rather than just graduating and getting a job. You want to learn more. You want to explore things. If your score is 700 to 750 and you want a decent college, not 700, I'll say if your score is around 650 to 750, then yeah, you want to enter into a top college, then also this session will be for you. And if your gate score is below that, like 600, 650, and you're okay with entering a decent college, then also this session for you. uh those colleges will not be very great, but then it will be good. And also, if you have like a scores lower than that, in my personal opinion, I'll not suggest you should take a college in such cases based on your gate score. But still, if there is some majburi sort of thing that you need to take admission, you gave everything that you had with your full efforts, you applied for gate, and like with your full efforts, you appeared, and still the result was not very good. So you feel this is the best that you can get. Then also there are some colleges or some things that you can enter into. Okay, so let me first talk about this. So usually, when I first got to know that there is RA program, this thing came into my mind as well that uh, okay, so if the selection is happening for people with lower scores as well, there will be something fishy about it. There will be either the placement will not be at par, or I mean, there has to be something, right? Otherwise, why will uh, people with even lower score can get admission? So I attended a session from by this CSE HOD, then CSE HOD ma'am, and she told about why these programs exist. So like what happens is, for example, let's say someone is very interested in operating systems, compiler design, database management, but he's not good at TOC, or he's not good at algorithms. He can still be a great researcher It's just that he could not complete all of the things, and that is the reason his score is not as good as like many others. So he too is equally eligible for getting a chance to do the research. So that is the reason the cutoffs for such courses is a bit. Hello. Okay, just give me a second. Guys, I'm sorry, just give me a second. I'll be back. Yeah, hello. So yeah, so I was talking that there has to be some catch. So there is a catch actually, it seems, and the catch is that the RA program is for 3 years. If you talk about MTech RA, it's for 3 years, and the MS research course is like that depends on how early you're able to publish your paper. Usually, it's 2.5 to 3 years. So then why this parity? So apparently, I'll talk about IIT Bombay. So in IIT Bombay, the MTech research program is such that, like usually for every course that you do, even for your bachelor's course, there will be some expectation from the student to, like, complete these many credits of study, these many hours of study. So similarly, for this MTech TA, the thing is like 32 hours of study and 8 hours of TA duty per week. So total 40 hours is expected out of student. And out of that, 32 hours of study and 8 hours of TA duty is expected. And for MTech RA student, 20 hours of study and 20 hours of RA duty is expected. So that is the reason that, since RA student is getting less time to study, that is the reason his course duration is 3 years. So now, uh, talking about MS research program. So for MS research, usually the coursework is not that intensive, but the research has to be intensive. But that's a different thing. Okay, so now, like, what is the catch? The like, so I'll tell you from what I figured out that the placement is equal for both MTech TA and MTech RA, and the thing is, you get lesser time in MTech TA program. For example, I'll tell you here you need to complete, let's say, 11 courses in the span of 2 years, and for the TA people, and for the RA people, 11 courses in the span of 3 years. So, and usually the work is not like it doesn't expect you 20 hours of your work. Like, I mean, on paper it is 20 hours, but usually it's not. So, yeah, so the thing is ki you get more time for yourself, so you can prepare more, better for placements. And usually, I mean, it's not a claim or something, but it's a logical thing, right? If you're getting more time for placements, you can do more DSA, so you can get, there is a like possibility that you might get a better placement. Also, the work that mostly TA people will do will be dealing with paper correction, quiz, invigilation, and these things. I'm talking about Bombay when I'm saying this. but we can generalize this to other colleges as well. But the RA people, their work is involved with something like software development, Linux administration, networking, these things. So eventually, whatever you're learning and doing throughout your RA duty will also be helping you get a good placement. So that's a plus, right? So that's why we should not think ki, RA program is not like we cannot say that any one is superior from the other, right? So if at all time permits, like there is no time limit for you that I need to complete my course in 2 years. That if your age is like, there are constraints, right, for people. So if that's not the case for you, you can definitely go for RA program. It's not bad. Now talking about MTech RA at IIT Bombay. So in IIT Bombay, both MTech RA and MSRA, both programs are there. For MTech RA, the RA does not actually has to do a lot with the research over here. So the MTech RA people are people who are working on things that IIT Bombay is managing. For example, uh, uh, whatever the websites, cse.iitb.ac.in website or all other websites, so their deployment will be there. There will be a lot involved in the backend, right? Like increasing the load at times of admissions or doing a lot of things, maintaining internal and external websites. So these things also students are doing, and for that they are getting paid the stipend, and along with that, uh, they're studying as a student as well. So there are system administration students who are maintaining and dealing all the servers that are there in the campus. There is a web team which is dealing with all the deployments, websites, management, etc. And then there is a uh, what is that? CS 101 and TA. So basically, CS 101 is a course, programming course, which every year I think 400-500 people will take that course. So a lot of TAs are needed for that course, teaching assistants. So the CS 101 RA will be like uh, dealing with talking and coordinating with all the TAs. So these three things are the institute areas, and then along with that, there are many projects that are going on. You might have heard about Bharat Gen. That's a like very big project. Government has funded it very nicely. And then there is C Lab. A project is there which deals with containerized labs, and you know labs which set up virtual environments for people to learn new technology, and that's also a very good project. So in all domains, like in AI or in theoretical domain, there are many projects which are being maintained by IIT Bombay, and for all of those projects also, the college needs people who will work on them, who will deploy, who will develop things for the project. So that is RAP. Like so that was Institute RA, System Administration, Networking, System Administration, Web Team, and CS 101 was Institute RA. And then these are RAPs, the people who are under projects. So uh, this is about MTech RA. And then coming to MS by research, MS by research also there are two things. One will be MSTA and MSRA. So MSTA will be people who are just TAs, but I mean, they don't have a guide assigned or something. They'll come to the college, they'll do the coursework like other MTech TAs, and then a guide will be assigned to them, and then they'll have to work for them for the guide. And the number of courses that needs to be completed by MSTA is less than uh, MTech TA. So MSTA will be more focused on publishing a paper or doing the research and these things. And then MSRA are the people same, like it's same like the MTech RAP, where but the amount of courses, the number of courses that needs to be completed by the MS students is less than the MTech students. So their work will be more research oriented. So a more more number of hours of work will be expected from MS students. Then like more than studies, their main purpose is to work on these things, the project, right? Okay, so these two are very less talked things, but along with this, there is interdisciplinary courses as well, which is not like many people don't know about it. Even I did not know it. So there is a course, SysCon in IIT Bombay, and GNR remote. Like it has to do something with satellite imaging, KCDS, Koita Center Digital Health Center, and IEOR. So these courses are interdisciplinary courses, and like it's not a core computer science, so masters will not be in core computer science. But then if your if your target is just to get into a good college where like many big companies are coming and appear for the companies, or let us say maybe sometimes people are even interested in things like satellite imaging, these things, right? So if you I mean you can do your own research and then find out. For IIT Bombay, these courses are there. In IIT Guwahati, there is a robotics course. There will be AI courses. There will be a lot of courses. So we can Google it. I think I have mentioned some of them in this PPT as well. I'll I'll share it if it's needed, but I don't think it has much. But okay, anyways. So moving forward. Okay, so now talking about the cutoffs. Uh, as I said, if your score is from 650 to 750, there is a good chance that uh, you can get into all the top IITs you can see. There is at least one course that you can get into, but again, that will also depend on how you are preparing for it. But at least, I mean, there is an opportunity. It's not like there is no opportunity now. The thing is that we need to work for the opportunity. So, uh, okay. Also, usually the MS research courses elsewhere. Uh, I mean, like for example, IISc has MTech research, but that MTech research is not like IIT Bombay's MTech research. IISc's MTech research is actually research oriented. So that's a confusion that this name creates. But so I just thought I'd mention this thing. And yeah, also for like a few colleges, like I've heard in IIT Madras, there are winter admissions. So if someone drops out to fill their seat or some work is needed that needs to be done. So in winter admissions, even at lesser score, people get admission. So that is something you can keep an eye on. There are also ways of entering. If you have work experience, there are other ways also of entering the college. If someone wants to know about it, you can DM me on Telegram, or we can let me know in the comments. I'll somehow try to connect you with a few friends of mine who have entered IITs, IIT Madras, particularly uh, with the WorkX, and yeah. So this is for CSE, MTech research, MS research, and these things. Uh, and this, I believe, IIT Hyderabad MTech RA is a very good. Like if your score is somewhere like 650, in the range of 650s, IIT Hyderabad is a very good uh, college. It's like in the budding stage. It's it's the research over there is very good, I think, these days. So if you're interested, uh, IIT Hyderabad is a very good choice. Uh, then other things are obviously there. If you're interested in something like cybersecurity, this is you can join IIT Kanpur. So they offer different courses. So the thing is, one thing I should have started by saying this: ki what you can do now, make a list of all the top IITs or whatever colleges that is acceptable for you to join, and then Google about it. Like just type, you can just type CSE, this college, CSE, IIT Bombay, PG admissions, or whatever college you want to search for. Just search for it. Usually there are like there might be other things which are not known to us. So for whatever college you want to join, you should maintain a list. What I did during my preparation is I maintained an Excel sheet, and every like I used to do like every day I'll research for 4 or 5 colleges. So for all the top, like let's say my target was Bombay, Madras, Kanpur, uh, Hyderabad, Roorkee, Guwahati. So every day I'll pick 4 colleges. I'll research everything about it, not just MTech, RA or MS, but also interdisciplinary courses, right? So that that gives you thorough information about that college, and then you can you know try accordingly. So maintain a sheet, Excel sheet, write everything over there, like whatever leads you are getting. Let's say about for IIT Roorkee, you got to know about a course, a robotics course. So you can maintain that in the Excel sheet, and that will also help you in your funds management, ki how much you have paid for where and these things. So maintaining an Excel sheet or maintaining some sort of documentation is very crucial for this. Uh, okay. So these are some other interdisciplinary courses. SysCon. Again, this number can vary actually, because what happens is sometimes a seat remains vacant, and then because of that, people get these seats in spot round. But then, if it is possible, then it's worth giving a chance, right? So even if you have the scores as low as 500, or I think this number, I mean, I'm not very sure about the numbers, but like I'll say for GNR, if you have not 350, I think I shouldn't have written this, but you have a score around 500 also, you should apply for GNR. Uh, Again, for any course, if you have like, if you think, okay, this course can be of my interest, you can Google about it and find out more. Uh, so these uh, IISc also offers some interdisciplinary courses. So I forgot to mention that in my slides. One more very good opportunity is IIT Hyderabad self-sponsored course. Like if your score is not very good, uh, you can go for it. And the thing is, it has high fees and you won't get a stipend, but then it's a good course. Like I'd say ki, usually the placements in Hyderabad are good. So there is a good chance that you'll recover whatever money you have invested in. There are other branches also which have self-sponsored courses. So that's what I said, ki about any college, if you are willing to join that college at any cost, do thorough research about it, read about all the courses that are available, then Google the cutoffs, the last year trends for it, and that is how you apply. And I'll say something, like what I feel is, if even if your score is like 20, 30 less than what were the last year trends, please do apply. There is like there will be more like you'll have to spend a little more amount of money, but then I think it's worth it in some cases. So like my score was 731, and like the last guy who got a call for MTech research was his score was 727. So just with four like difference, a score difference of four, I got a call. I even got an admission. Right. So like this, it should not limit me, even if like your score is less, 20 less, 10 or 20 less than what the previous year trends say. You should go for it. Uh, what else? huh. So these are like the other courses at top IITs, in mid-tier IITs, and these are also good. I had conversation personally with people at IIT Mandi and IIT Indore. So he said ki the whole batch got praised, the average was decent. So it's not, obviously it's not as good as the top IITs, or even with like triple IT Hyderabad. But if you are ready to settle for it, in the worst case, you need it as a safety net. Ki, okay, what if PGEE is not also like did not go very well, then in such cases you can still rely on these courses. You can Google out about these things as well. Some top NITs also offer MS by Research courses. This I just Googled and I found out. So, I mean, if you feel ki going to NIT will be, because I am myself a student of NIT Warangal, and the placements are like very decent. So if like if I had to choose between IIT Mandi and NIT Warangal, I might choose NIT Warangal. Uh, I mean, no hate or nothing. I'm just saying ki since I have been to NIT Warangal, I know how uh, life is easier over there. Or I mean, that's a different thing. But the placements are very good because it's in the vicinity of Hyderabad, and I mean, a lot of reasons are there. So I mean, you can do your own calculations and come up with some conclusion. If you think NITs, then uh, some NITs, all the top four NITs also have programs, so you can research about it. Okay, now talking about how you can get the admission, what is the procedure that you can need to follow? So I think you all are preparing for PGEE, so it might be a bit difficult for you to take out some time, but then I mean prioritize. If let's say your score is somewhere around 720 plus, right? So there is a very great chance that you can get into IT, let's say Bombay or Madras or these things in the research programs. So in that cases, what you can do is, okay, like give the hours of PGW that you're giving, take up some extra pain. You don't have to do a lot. Like I'll I'll talk about IT Bombay and then others, because IT Bombay MTech research preparation strategy will also be a bit different. Uh, So for IT Bombay MTech research, what you need to do is every day what you can do is just solve 2 to 3 uh, lead code easy questions based on strings, arrays, these things, strings, arrays, matrices. Mostly they won't ask beyond that. So there is a programming test. So for that you need to solve questions. So every day, even if you are able to solve 2 to 3 easy lead code problems, it will be, I think, more than sufficient for clearing the online assessment round. Then there is an interview. And in the interview, depending on the topic that you have selected, for example, I told there is Institute RA and Project RA. So for Institute RA, like let's say you're going for SysAd, System Administrator. So you need to be really good with Linux. You need to know networking. You need to know how to communicate with two devices. All about Linux, basically. All about setting up computers. All about system administration. If you are going for a web team, you should be good with developments and deployments, technologies like Docker or React, Node, any full stack, basically. Or if you are for CS 101, you can go for, I mean, you will have to choose whatever program you're going, whatever, like, you are going for sysad or web team, or what you're going for will be based on your interest. So, like if you are good with DSA, like let's say you have a very good DSA profile, then CS 101 is a good program for you. And then there are course like programs. Let's say you are a person who is really deeply interested in AI, then along with whatever the DSA problems, lead code problems that you're doing for the OA, you have to read something about it. Like you have to be not an expert of that domain, but then I mean the professor will take your interview and he should feel like you will be able to cover up. Like you will be able, if you even if you don't know something, you have enough interest and you will learn. At least this the professor should feel. And obviously if the professor finds someone who is better than you, he'll prefer them. But then whatever level you are having on that also, I mean, if you already have some knowledge in AI or whatever project you are getting into, then that will be really great. For example, my project was C Lab, so that needed knowledge of Docker and some amount of cyber security and these things. So I mean, there were questions in my interview which I was not able to answer. It's not like I was able to solve 100% of the questions that were asked. Usually, the questions were like, how do you build an image? What is a repository? These things. So basically, like I was able to solve most of them. I was able to answer most of them, but it's not true that I told 100%. But it's just that the professor felt that okay, this guy is interested in this domain, and he'll be able to pick up. So I got selected. So that's the like along with DSA, whatever project you are like interested in, the list of projects will be out in a few days. So you can just keep googling IT Bombay MTech research admissions, and then they'll communicate. Like you'll have to apply, then they'll communicate to you via mail. Okay, these are the list of projects that we are taking admissions into, and so then, I mean, you can choose your project, but at a at a top level, at a 10,000 feet view, you can choose a domain for you. Like let's say you are interested in systems, so like be good with something like full stack development, or maybe Docker, Kubernetes, these things. Or if you are interested in AI, be good with linear algebra, probability, LLMs. Read something about LLMs, have some hands-on experience along with the PGWE preparation that you are doing. Or maybe like if your score is in that range of 720 to 720 and above, what you can do is curtail some time from PGW preparation and give it to it. If you're interested in joining IIT Bombay, and yeah, be good with some domain, and for and you should be like good to go with MTech RA admissions. For MS admissions, mostly they'll be asking whatever concepts you have read for gate, those concepts, but in depth. Like they don't expect you to just know the the definitions of something, but then how things are working. That is really important. So I think if you are a go classes complete courses enrolled student, you'll know what it means to be to go into depth of topics. So in such cases, it will be really easy for you to clear the exam. Even if you're not, that's not a very big thing. You can read books, or you can take some notes from someone, or whatever topic is of your interest, just dive into the depths of it. Mostly there will be three pools: AI pool, theoretical pool, and systems pool. So for theoretical pool, if you are interested in theoretical pool, you should be good with theory of computation, algorithms, these things. If you are into systems pool, you should be good with OS, C, and DBMS. Uh, and if you are going to AI pool, the name is self-explanatory. You should be good with artificial intelligence things. So whatever, choose one pool, be good at it, and so there will be a written test. The written test is difficult, but it's not very difficult. I mean, people do clear it, so you can clear it. For that, you don't need a separate preparation. Whatever you're preparing for PGEE, along with that, uh, like for PGEE, let's say only 1 mark questions are needed, so you're not diving deep into the concept. So just try to go a little bit deep into some concepts which are tricky, which you feel ki okay, there can be questions on these topics. So yeah, so for MS admissions, you need to be good with your core, and mostly again, depending on college to college, this will vary, but they won't ask many programming questions. For me, in IIT Hyderabad interviews, they did ask one programming question, but then it was not something like very difficult. So just being really good at your core uh, makes it very much possible for you to you know uh, get into the MS programs. So I think that is all that I have to tell about this topic. Now, if you have some questions, you can ask. Yes, you can apply even next year. Someone is asking, using the same gate score, can we apply next year for research programs? So yeah, you can do that. Also, I'm a chemical engineering student, but still I was eligible for the interviews. That's a very uh, big thing. Roughly, there is someone is asking, is there any rough seat metrics available for MTech RA? So roughly, I think I'll just count. So six system administrators will be there. Uh, Six web team people will be there, I think. Four web team people will be there, and then three CS101 TS will be there. I'll have to check it once. I'll talk with someone and confirm. But roughly there is like for Institute RA, you can say think in total there will be like 12, 15 seats. Okay, Aditi is asking सर एमटेक एआई की कट ऑफ जाती है तो 609 गेट स्कोर पर एमटेक एआई आईआईटीज में नहीं मिल सकता. अदिति आई थिंक 609 पे मंडी इंदौर वगैरह में एक बार यू विल हैव टू चेक. I don't think in the top like in these colleges the chances are very less. But self-sponsored, if you are willing to go for self-sponsored course in IIT Hyderabad, I think you can get that at 609. Someone asking, for someone who has not read aptitude before during gate preparation, how would you advise him to complete aptitude during this 1 month before gate, PGEE? So for apti, I think, I mean, there is not a lot of theory to be read. What I believe is what I believe is that the more number of questions that you practice, apti is more about. It's not like some subject that you read some topics or you read some theory and you'll be able to solve questions. I think it's more about how much problems you are practicing, and you know. So it's more about how much problems you are practicing. So for example, okay, so if you want me to list down in points, first point, step one, if you are just starting out, go on indiabix.com, solve quizzes, two to three maybe, then analyze each problem, read the solutions if you're not able to solve, and then you'll have a good like by 2 3 days you will be having a decent laying foundation for this thing, apti. Then if you are willing to buy some book, you can buy RS Agrawal or Arun Sharma for apti. And like even I think online copies will be available, so you can read from that. Just solve questions and uh, like uh, for me, what I did is I attended all the PGEE mocks, Go classes mocks, and I analyzed each of the question again and again until I was able to find something I've talked about this in a previous session also, that you know if you're able to solve it without using a pen and paper, if you're able to solve it in your mind, so that is the level that you need to reach, not for all the questions, but definitely for most of the questions. Uh, so that will be a really good thing. Okay. Aditi, sir, ISC का MTech या ICDS में. For ISC, uh, I think there is a girls' quota as well. So there is a chance I'll have to confirm with someone about ISC, but I think uh, I'll have to confirm with someone, Aditya. I'm not really sure कि ISC में written का chance है कि नहीं. Sorry. Sir, can you share some points which can be really helpful to crack PGEE with good rank? Okay, so that's a good question. So it's very crucial to understand what went wrong with the gate. For me, it was like my problem solving strategy was not very good. Like I was going with my paper attempting strategy was not very good, I think. Uh, I was making silly mistakes, and I was not able to do well in pressure. Like when, like I was able to solve problems. You like when there's no time bound thing, and but when it comes to give a mock or when it comes to given the exam session, exam where the pressure is building, so then I start making mistakes. I made nearly 20 mistakes in my gate. So this is something like you have to articulate first of all that what went wrong, and then you can work on these things. If you will ask me, what worked for me might not work for you, but then you will be knowing better ki what went wrong with your gate. A few things is that find a good strategy, paper attempting strategy for yourself. Like maybe like first of all you'll do all the easy questions, all the very easy questions. Then in the second attempt you'll go with the more difficult ones. In the third attempt you'll complete the whole paper. Or maybe like the session, the strategy varies from person to person. It has to be something very personal to you. But it's like one thing I feel in PGW there will be questions which will be really tricky. So you should know that which questions you should skip. That's also very important. So like you don't need to do 100 questions obviously, right? 40 questions also if you leave, you will get a top rank. Matlab, based on the rough trends. So like there are 40 questions that you can leave, or I don't know, like 30 questions. I'm not really sure. Uh, so then find the questions that are in the mocks. Develop this habit of learning which which topics or which questions you should be leaving, because there will be like I think there were a few questions which are really lengthy, and uh, so if someone gets stuck for those questions again, it will be so it just boils down to paper attempt strategy. Uh, so skipping questions, you should also know. Uh, Then, one more thing is, or whenever you are attempting some problems, attempt it time bound, like in a time bound fashion. So, set up like a timer or a clock at your table, and have a target in mind that okay, in 30 minutes I'm going to solve these 20 questions. Always, like usually on India Mix there will be a timer, but even if you're solving using Arun Sharma, or if you're doing just the gate PYQs also, it's very good. It will be really good if you do it time bound, because that will help you to get conditioned ki, okay, if I'm in pressure, I must I must not panic. I must attempt the paper with my composure. So that's also one thing that will help. SysCon placements and domain for which companies hire. I'm not sure, but like there will be a lot of companies which will be open for CAC and SysCon. So there are a few friends of mine in SysCon. They told this year the placement was not very good for SysCon. Like again, these things vary a lot. You can join the college and then there will be politics or these things. So we are not very sure about what happens, but uh, mostly like many companies which come for computer science, they also open for SysCon. This is something that I'm sure about. You can ping me once on Telegram. I'll talk to the SysCon guy, or even if you want his contact, I'll ask if it's okay for him, and I'll share it with you so that you can have more like better granular information about it. 609 पे आईआईटी भी मिलने का चांसेस है। आप एमएस के लिए तो यू शुड अप्लाई। आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट एमटेक आरए, तो आई थिंक कि यू फॉर जनरल कैटेगरी एमटेक आरए विल बी mostly not possible. For MS, if you're if you're crossing the cutoff, please do apply. And then like I know a few people who are okay. Triple IT Bangalore, Triple IT Bangalore. Uh, I'm not really sure about Triple IT Bangalore, the admission process and all. I'll have to Google or talk to people who are there in that college. Okay, so Aditi, you have two, three doubts. I'll note it down and I'll get back to you. I was actually occupied with something, so I was not able to answer your text on Telegram. I'll do some research about it and let you know. Meanwhile, you can also do your research. I'll try to find out something. If I get to know about something, I'll definitely let you know. Okay, anything else? Okay, then if there are no further doubts, we'll conclude the session now. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining.